Ladies and gents, the time is here. The moment we have all been waiting for. The ultimate ROG 20th anniversary PC build. I am calling this build Big Black Gold.
What happened to Big Red?
There's no red in sight.
Fair enough.
All jokes aside, I'm calling it Big Gold version 1. Let's begin. Does your PC run slower than dial-up internet? Well, it might not be the hardware that's slowing it down. It might be your operating system instead. Windows 11 is known to slow down your system's performance and responsiveness. Well, that's exactly where Windows 10 IoT Enterprise LTSC comes in. Designed for enterprise-level stability and high-performance environments, it removes unnecessary bloatware, background processes, and pre-installed apps, delivering a lighter, cleaner system focused purely on performance and productivity. On top of that, it comes with official long-term support until 2032, offering far greater security and stability than standard Windows versions. It's ideal for anyone who needs a reliable system for long-term study and work use. Now with the back-to-school promotion, you can head over to VIP or cdkey.com and get Windows 10 IoT Enterprise LTSC for just $19, making it an easy upgrade for your study and work setup. So yeah, if you guys are still stuck on an older or slower system, then you should probably consider switching if you want a smoother experience. I'll drop a link to the key down below if you guys want to check it out. Kicking off with the CPU, we are going with... I bring you over for one video and you're already causing chaos. Let's just hope the CPU is not broken now. Only I can toss and break my CPUs. With the... Anyways, for the CPU, we're going with the Ryzen 9 9950X 3D. Only because I don't have any X3D 2 CPUs in stock. This is still good enough. I mean, what, 2 frame difference? Come on. The motherboard we're installing this in is inside this massive box. We're going with the ROG Crosshair X870E Edition 20.
I'm sorry, that's a motherboard?
Did you not see the unboxing video?
I barely looked at it. I skimmed through it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so not only does this box have the motherboard, but we also have the cooler inside here. They kind of go hand to hand, which makes sense, right? ASUS wants you to buy the whole ecosystem at once, which, funny enough, guess how much the entire bundle costs?
I'm gonna say 10K.
Yeah, you're actually right on the money. On Newegg, you can buy the whole set for only a small payment of $10,000. So we got the cooler on one side, and this is my favorite part. Actually, hold on, let me.
Okay, am I seeing this correctly? It comes with a suitcase?
I said suitcase also in the video, but it's luggage. The correct term is luggage. It's an actual, like, functioning luggage too. Look how smooth the wheels are. So let's put the cooler aside and pop open the motherboard. Unboxing this the second time is just as exciting as the first. Check out this board, are you?
Let's see.
That looks so good.
That is so clean.
That looks so clean. I almost wish that we can somehow keep these covers on because it looks amazing. But obviously we're gonna have to take this off for the GPU installation, and then we're gonna have to take this off for the CPU installation. And I was actually mentioning this in the unboxing video where I didn't like the copper heat pipes, but the thing is, I didn't realize when you install the cooler, this is not even gonna be visible. So I was complaining for no reason. So I'm gonna use this as a platform. Pop in our CPU, shall we? Be very gentle here because this is a very expensive bundle. I think the motherboard and the cooler go for around $3,000, a little bit over $3,000, which my math ain't mathin', right? Let's assume the motherboard is around 1,500 bucks, which I guess is fair, right? It's like a super limited edition run, but that means the cooler has to be like $1,700. Isn't that weird?
That's...
How did ASUS come up with the pricing on these? That's what I want to know. And I'll go over the pricing, by the way, the MSRP pricing on these components as we progress in the build.
To be fair though, a lot of these items are gonna be collector's items anyways, so.
True, but I don't know, collectors for a motherboard, a cooler? A GPU I would understand, right? Or even a case, maybe like a keyboard or a mouse, but like a motherboard and a cooler, I hardly see that being a collector's piece. That is an insane flex though. Imagine you walk into someone's house, this is like displayed somewhere in their room.
Just through the hallway.
Yeah, right?
Evolution of Asus. All right, Ed, what are you thinking about for the memory?
So here's what Asus sent me to use inside the build. And I want you guys to hear me out, okay? They sent me some Kingston Fury memory sticks.
I'm sorry, this paired with that?
It doesn't do the build justice. Okay, like this is a 48 gigabyte kit, by the way. I'm not like hating on Kingston Fury, but I want to do the build justice. And there's really only one pair of sticks that go well with this.
Is that what I think it is? Tried Royales?
Yes, sir, in the color gold, except I don't have it here at the studio. I placed the order 2 days ago. It will be here actually tomorrow, Wednesday. And it cost me a pretty penny, unfortunately. But we will be using the other memory sticks as a placeholder until I get the gold ones tomorrow. Arya, would you do the honors?
No, I'm not gonna toss it. That is way too expensive.
Tossing the CPU and almost breaking it is one thing, but the memory sticks, absolutely not. You are banned from tossing memory sticks. So this is a 48 gigabyte kit running at 6,000 mega transfers. Oh, sorry, 8,000 mega transfers. So yeah, these are some pretty fast sticks, but we gotta go with the gold ones. Like there's absolutely no other sticks that will complement this build. So let's pop these in. That was a very expensive click.
I was about to break the motherboard before we even start. I say that.
I forgot these come off. Go back inside. Okay. Honestly, I'm low-key kind of digging the silver look. It doesn't look terrible, but I know for sure the gold ones will look so much better, for sure. Now, when it comes to storage, I want you to bear with me a little bit, Arya.
Oh no.
Okay.
What do you have?
So we're starting off simple, just a simple 8 terabyte Gen 5 drive from Samsung, the 9100 Pro, for our primary storage.
Okay.
Right. For our second drive, we're going with another 8 terabyte Gen 5 NVMe SSD from Samsung. Okay. For our third drive, another 9100 Pro, 8 terabyte.
How many of those do you have back there?
But here's the thing, for our fourth drive.
Let me guess, it's another 8 terabyte Samsung drive.
No, it is a WD 8 terabyte. Gen 4 drive, it's a Gen 4 drive. But our fifth drive is another 8 terabyte.
Oh my
Samsung.
Just these drives alone are more expensive than both of our PCs.
Actually, you're not lying. That's actually true. Each of these are like $2,000, 2, 4, 6, 8,000 plus this one. We're pretty close to 10K already, just off the storage. But look, here's the thing, right? Like this has 5 M.2 slots. We have plenty of Gen 5 SSD slots as well, but we can also expand. We can use the DIMM module and add in 2 more drives over here. So why not take advantage of that, right? We're maxing out this system and let's max it out. So we got more storage devices. So we're tossing in another Lexar NM790 Pro. This is a 2 terabyte Gen 4. I wanted to make sure it wasn't Gen 5. Gen 4 SSD, but we also have a Gen 5 Kingston 2 terabyte drive. But we're not done. We gotta show MSI some love. So we're tossing in a 2 terabyte Gen 5 Spatium M560. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 NVMe drives. Do we have enough holes?
I have a solution to our problem.
What?
I'm just gonna, take one of them.
No, get out of here. You know, I will give you a 128 gigabyte SSD I have laying around. Well,
That's definitely gonna do something. That's like what? Not even half of a COD.
Not even a COD.
One finals download and that thing is full.
Yeah, I mean, it's enough for your hentai collection.
I don't even watch anime. What?
How cool is that? Even like this portion was gold. The attention to detail is insane. Okay, now for the fun part, the other drives. Why am I struggling to peel this off? I have a kit that helps me do that. Our trusty old 150 piece screwdriver kit. Look at this. Ain't this beautiful? So the tweezers in here will come in clutch. Textorshop.com, by the way, if you guys want to pick this up. Look at that. Oh, so much easier. Why do I gotta struggle? Oh, so beautiful, look at it. Look at this. Get away! Isn't that beautiful? Look at this. Look at this lineup of Gen 5 NVMe drives.
Just casually having, what, 24 terabytes just chilling there?
40 terabytes of Gen 5 NVMe SSD, and we're not even done yet. We still have to add some over here on the side. But in order to do that, we're gonna need the DIMM module, which also comes, I believe, inside the accessory box. So let's open that up real quick. So this is the Hyper M2 for PCI 5 drives. The only issue with this, if you want to add more Gen 5 drives, we're gonna have to use the bottom PCI lane on the motherboard. And unfortunately, we can't do that if we're gonna be installing the Astral Edition 20, because that thing is massive. It's gonna.
What is that thing, a 5 slot?
I think it's a penta slot, or at least a 4.5 slot. We will confirm obviously when we install it, but we don't have the space to hook this up on the bottom here, as much as I want to use up the other Gen 5 drives. So we're gonna have to use this other contraption. The only downside to this is it provides Gen 4 speed. So if we install our Gen 5 SSD,
we're not gonna get the full speed.
We're not getting full speed.
14.
Oh. How much storage is that? I lost track.
Too much.
Too much for any person that can possibly need. So this was 40 plus 4, so that's 44. Oh! We don't have space for the Gen 5. We had no space for the 4 terabyte Gen 5.
Honestly, I feel like that's more than enough.
We're missing 2 terabytes.
You have over 40 terabytes in there and you're complaining over 2 terabytes?
I want more! More! No, we're going back. Let's take out the Gen 4 Lexar drive. We'll put in the Gen 5. Because reasons. Okay, now I feel better. Okay, now we officially have 46 terabytes of NVMe storage. But we got room for SATA and hard drive.
Bruh.
I'm kidding. No, we're only sticking to NVMe for this build. Although I do have a few 8 terabyte Samsungs in the storage. Just saying. All right, we're officially done prepping the motherboard. So take one good final look at it because it will be buried by the cooler because that thing is massive.
That is true.
Yeah, but yeah, she looks absolutely gorgeous. I say we install this in the case and then we bring the cooler.
Yeah. I mean, we can do that. We go either way, to be honest, but I feel like case would make more sense.
I think case is the more logical sense. Again, I still haven't gotten the brief. I honestly don't even know what I'm doing half the time because these are all new components.
So we're just walking in blind, essentially, is what you're
We're
saying.
basically doing this the first time ever. So we'll figure it out as we go. Look at this behemoth.
What in the...
It's a monoblock. That's why. It covers basically everything on this board, even the VRMs.
That's actually kind of smart, not gonna lie.
Think of it like a water cooling monoblock where it covers like, you know, all the VRMs on the motherboard, but this is already pre-made. It's an AIO. So let's get this thing out of here.
Guessing it comes with fans as well?
It does. Check out the fans. Daisy chained already. You notice anything missing?
Wires.
It's completely wireless. So this is the case. Oh, shoot. All right, I thought I poked the hole. Anyways, so this is the case, the ROG CR20.
That's a G.
That's it, that is a G, isn't it? GR20 Edition 20. To be fair, this isn't as big of a case compared to their other ROG cases. In fact, ASUS is doing something completely different that they've never done before. They've made their first ever open air case. Like, you know, most of the ROG cases are big and bold. They make a statement when you're building in it. But this one, on the other hand, is much smaller than what they normally do. But they've designed it specifically for the 20th anniversary components, so everything just works with this case. It's built around it. And you will see exactly what I mean when we build in it. Actually, one really cool thing about this case, AIO, is that you can convert it into 3 different modes. You can do the standing vertical, you can remove the base and do flat.
Okay.
And the third one, which I think is the most exciting to me personally.
Don't tell me. Is it wall mount?
No, it's not wall mounted. I wish. If it was wall mounted, I would maybe go back to doing a wall mounted setup. But the third and most exciting one to me personally is the 45 angle one.
You're kidding.
It kind of leans back. Obviously not with this stand. So I don't know, I'm kind of tempted between either the vertical or the 45 angle, because the flat one is just like, it's just a test bed. It's boring. Right. Like, who would do a flat bed? But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Actually, we're gonna have to change the position of the case first before we do anything else. So I say we do the Leaning Tower of Pisa orientation.
That's what it's called? That's what ASUS calls it?
That's what I'm calling it. Okay, we got one side off. Oh, we gotta take the front as well. Both the stands are off. Oh, that's neat. That was cool. Good. Why don't we just leave the case like this? Just make sure you balance it in the middle.
I doubt it will stay, especially after we put a PSU in.
Oh, that's clever. So we basically put these sideways. That's actually clever. Ah, and then it just leans back like this.
Okay.
Very impressive, actually. Okay. That's actually very clever design, because now we can reuse the stands instead of like putting it back in its box.
That is true.
Okay, we are now ready to see its final form. Beautiful, look at that.
That just looks really nice.
I had some mixed feelings when I first saw this case, but honestly, slowly it's growing on me. It's finally time to bring over our motherboard. I feel like my life would be a lot easier if I remove this cover.
Okay.
There we go. So much space to breathe. Okay, so we got our board mother hooked up. The next logical step would be probably the cooler, right? We should probably install the cooler. I know for a fact the radiator goes in the back because we got the bracket there for it. But the question is, how do we route the tubes through here? The tubes go here, right? Do you think this comes off?
That would make the most logical sense, but...
Oh. Okay, I think I found it. Something's telling me that I should probably read the manual before I do this. Ah, screw it. I'm going with my gut instinct. Watch the whole thing just collapse with my $1,500 motherboard. There's one more screw back here. Oh, in the front, I should say. Oh, here we go. So this is where we route the cable. Fascinating. So 1 tube, 2 tubes. All right, here we go.
Okay, that's actually a nice touch.
You got the
thermal paste.
Yeah, that's nice, huh? Dude, that's insane. It's difficult
There's
because...
no going back. Once that's on, there's no
yeah,
going
yeah,
back.
because you gotta align the holes, but you can't even see anything because this block is massive. Yo. It's in. You know what?
Are the screws not in there? The screws are already in there.
They're not in there.
Yeah, they are. I'm looking at it right now. They are in there.
Oh, I was looking at these. What is this? Oh, they're additional
pull that
screws.
one,
They're additional screws.
Oh.
Let's do these ones first.
Oh, that's for the motherboard, probably.
Yeah, I think so too.
I wonder how many more times we're gonna have to take off that little corner piece.
More times than I could ever hope for.
You're already struggling.
Jesus. Get in the damn hole. There we go.
You and screws don't mix very well.
I'm usually good at screwing.
No comment. No, was there one more up top or no?
There was 4. You know, since we have some downtime, Asus, if you make a white version of the 20th anniversary, like a white and gold,
Ooh, that would be fire.
I'm just saying, Asus. I'm just saying. Because then I would still have that white color scheme that I really like, but then we have some like
the
gold mixed in as well. I'm just saying, I mean, black and gold has been done. White and gold, I feel like is not as popular. Okay, now, oh my God, this thing's already heavy. We haven't even put the GPU or the power supply, and it weighs like 50 pounds. Oh my God, what? Yeah, let's remove this bracket. Luckily, you can remove the bracket and it just slides out.
Oh wow, would you look at that?
Yes. Now the question is, what are we doing with this? Are we doing intake or are we doing exhaust? We want the fans to be visible.
All right.
So it's an open air case. It makes sense to do intake. Bring in cool, fresh air from the outside and then through the radiator. That's the most
make
logical
sense, yeah.
explanation. Yeah. We should have put the bracket on the radiator first. I'm like the perfect example of what not to do. If anyone's building in this case, watch this video and you will know exactly what not to do. So yeah, if you're building in the case, put the bracket on first before you install the AIO.
I love how we followed the instructions on a manual, yet we're still running into problems.
The manual is not that great, I'm not gonna lie. It didn't even tell me to install the AIO first. I'm still shocked this is, oh, it's not exactly wireless. Look, I found the connector. The cable's sticking out of the tubes in the top. So that is how they're able to transfer the data. That's still 1,000 times better than like having a bunch of cables
Oh yeah,
coming out of the
100%.
fan. We did it. We finally did it. Now we bring this back in. Looking pretty good.
Although, like, I don't know about the tubes. Just
Oh!
sticking out like crazy.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that looks atrocious. Hold on.
Some plastic surgery could probably fix this.
Just gotta tuck it away. There you go. Oh, actually, you know what? That's what this is for. I think.
We didn't even get to see it, and you already.
You're not gonna believe this.
What?
This motherboard has dual onboard USB-C. That's actually nutty. Oh, and dual USB 3. And luckily, the case has dual USB-C cables, so we can take advantage of both of the ports. One USB-C here.
Oh wow, for once we don't have to take off a leg.
I know, right? We're making good progress. All right, that is there. Audio. Can't forget about the RGB. Okay, all the cables are plugged in. Now I say we work on the power supply. And oh boy, do I have a power supply for you, Arya. Guess how much wattage we got?
Okay, knowing how we went overkill, I'm gonna say 2,500 watts.
2,500?
2,500.
That's a lot. Final answer?
That's my final answer.
You are just shy by 500.
I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Are you trying to power NASA? What are you?
Even better, we are powering a local data center.
Is it the anti-AI data center?
Yes, the anti-AI data center. The one that blows up the data centers. Have you seen those things?
Nope.
They make insane amounts of noise. They're hogging all the resources and they're taking our precious memory.
That is true.
So
And our storage.
And our storage. But look, Arya, this is what made me so excited when I was unboxing this. Gold cable combs.
That's actually a really nice touch.
Look at that, bro. I have been dreaming about gold cable combs for a long time, and ASUS has delivered. Wait till you see the power supply itself. Look at this beauty. How clean is that? Look at the brushed aluminum look on the side.
I'm actually digging it.
And look, 1, 2, 3, 4 12VH power
I'm sorry,
cable
am I
slots.
seeing that correctly?
Yes, sir. We can hook up 4 40 series or 50 series cards if we want to. You know what I'm thinking?
At this point, you could have 4 5090s in there.
It can actually supply power to 4 5090s, believe it or not. Maybe Big Red version 27. One day, I'll make it happen. Luckily, the power supply tray comes out. Nice, look at that. Nice, so it just kind of sits down like that. I'll be so bummed if you don't even see the cable combs. Number 2. Beautiful. We got that there. And that there. Look at that.
And we have our lovely QR code.
We're keeping the QR code for now. But let's install our AIO screen.
I'm sorry, that's an AIO screen?
This is a mini television, is what it is.
You could probably use that as like a 3rd or 4th monitor, to be honest.
Probably.
Finals on that?
Yeah. There we go. Oh my God. This is actually wild, dude. Oh, this one's gonna be tight because it's side mounted.
Maybe move the cable combs out of the way.
Never. That could have ended badly. But we got it in. Isn't that pretty? All right.
That is.
That's too bad because we're covering it up.
That's
sucks.
a shame.
That sucks, doesn't it? I almost wish that they would have at least made like a cutout here just for the 24 pin so it's visible, right? Like they could have done that, but they just chose not to. And we do have to cover it because you can see the cables in the back. It's just not gonna look good. But at least I know it's there.
To be fair though, that PSU could be used in a different build, that way you can see the cables.
True,
too, so.
true. So it's better to include it than not include it, is kind of the thought process, I suppose. I know it's there. So far, looking really good. And finally, we route the cable for the GPU. Yeah, so there seems to be an issue with our AIO screen for some reason. It's not fully seating on our cover. I have no clue what's going on. We've tried this for like 10 times already. So the top part latches, as you can see, but on the bottom part, it sounded like it snaps in place, but the latch is not fully seated. Look, I can literally lift it up and it comes out. No matter how much pressure I apply, it does not seem to latch on. Even if I force the latch, I swear, I don't know what my luck is with this build, but I feel like I've been cursed. So yeah, I messaged ASUS, see if they can respond. More importantly, I wanted to see if other people flagged the same issue because maybe there's an issue with the early units that were sent out to creators. But yeah, there's definitely something wrong with the mounting mechanism. But there's nothing we can do other than continue with the build and hopefully we hear an answer. Maybe we can get a replacement unit sent over pretty quickly before we do the reveal, but.
I mean, on the bright side, we have a static image.
It could have been worse. Yeah, at least we can show off the logo for the reveal if we don't get a replacement. But anyways, the show must go on. Let's install the final components before our GPU. our cooler. What's interesting about this cooler is that this gets mounted on the bottom and it pushes air up and into the case.
It's open air. What air?
Just go with it. It's supposed to help with temps, Arya. And it's gonna cover up all the mess behind it. So it's got dual purpose. Think of this as your intake fan. Because we're building inside of an open air case, we don't have any intake fan in the bottom, right? So this is just gonna help move air through the case. Now we can adjust how deep this goes in or out. I said you push it in, to be honest. Get some more inside the case. Last but not least, it is time for the main event of the evening, ladies and gents. Our GPU, the RTX 5090 Astral Edition 20. People are already reselling this for like $9,000 on eBay.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's going for more than the Matrix did. And I feel like the Matrix is more of like a limited edition card. But also, I don't know why anybody would spend $9,000 on this card when they can buy the entire bundle for $10,000. You get the card and you get the case, the cooler, everything for 10 grand. Well, plus tax and everything, but that's just better value. Very loose definition of better value, but you get better value as opposed to paying 9 grand for this card. I don't think anybody would be crazy enough to drop 9 bands on this thing. I've unboxed this already on the full unboxing video, but it gets better every time. You honestly just can't get tired of it. Which, on that note, if anybody wants me to build a dream 20th anniversary PC, hit me up. While the bundle is still available, hit me up as soon as possible before they sell out. Look at this insane girth, bro. Now the question comes down to this. Are we going with a traditional horizontal mount, which honestly I think will still look pretty insane, or we do something a bit crazy and we go vertical? If you guys own this PC, what would you do in the comment section? Because I feel like for this card specifically, you know, either way it will look nice. It's tough because of the screen. You got to be mindful of the screen, but I feel like the screen is visible either way. It's tough, dude. It's tough. I don't know. Oh, there's literally a notch right here. That's it. We're done.
Okay, you know what I just thought of right now? That might cause some issues? The
With
air
what?
cooler that we put on the bottom.
No, it's compatible.
Is it compatible?
It should clear that easily. Yeah, so let's just kind of go with the flow and assume everything goes handy dandy. And we plug this in here. Oh, you know what? I noticed another thing. The cable is going to be very tight to plug in.
Oh, because we got the cooler on there, so we got to go all the way around it.
Not only that, but look how close it sits to the motherboard. You have... We have...
Man down. Okay, multiple men down.
Going well.
Multiple men down.
This is not going well. But we only have
I
like...
just gotta take this out of the way before you end up breaking something.
There we go. I wanted to put that in the hole. We only have... Oh, technically now we have more space. Yeah, we got clearance for sure. But what I was trying to say is, if I route the cable, look, if I plug this in here, we can't install our fan.
Oh.
It's optional, you don't have to, but our memory Q fan pops in like that. So that already eliminates the possibility of vertical mounting because it covers our 12VH power cable port.
Unless you have a right angle, which...
No, even then, look how tight it is. So we can't use that, which isn't the end of the world. We can still plug in our cable, but I feel like our cable bend is gonna be extremely tight. So this is what it would look like. I mean, it's doable. We got our memory here too, so don't forget, it's gonna...
It's like, in a way, yeah, it looks nice. But another way, I feel like, I don't know, it's a bit too top heavy.
Okay, fine. I will go horizontal. So this goes here. That is the top one.
There we go.
First time I had to screw a GPU sag bracket into a GPU to make sure it doesn't sag.
That has got to be the most expensive peel that you've done today.
Yeah. Oof. And guess what? We can still use our fan. Beautiful. Oh, I forgot the cover. I forgot the cover, the most important thing.
You forgot 2 covers, actually.
Oh, no.
Which means,
No.
do you know what we gotta do?
I wonder if we'll come across any other issues.
No. This build punishes you if you make one mistake. It is not forgiving at all. Can I not just slide this in there?
No, because you have the thing in the way.
One eternity later.
You know what I forgot to mention in the unboxing video?
What did you forget?
That this card is compatible with advanced BTF motherboards, meaning you can add the BTF connector over here to get an additional 200 watts of power through the motherboard. But somehow, ASUS didn't give us an advanced BTF motherboard. Isn't that weird?
Please tell me you're joking.
Yeah, so it's like you can't even take advantage of the card's full power with this motherboard. Look, there's no extra BTF slot. So yeah, it's a bit contradicting making a BTF compatible GPU without having a BTF compatible motherboard.
So annoying.
Okay.
All right.
And finally, the last piece of the resistance. Look at that, beautiful. Horizontal was definitely the right move. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I think we're finally done. There we go. 3, 2. I'm bummed. What can I say? I'm bummed that the screen was DOA. I've tried literally everything. I even contacted ASUS directly, went back and forth, and turns out the actual cover itself is defective. I don't know if there's like a production error on this one or not, but you can clearly see there's a gap on both sides. The cover just doesn't want to completely sit on the pump, no matter what I tried. That is why there is no display on the AIO. It just looks so weird. This massive black void just staring at me. The good news is that ASUS is sending me a replacement as we speak. Bad news, as you can already tell, unfortunately it didn't make it in time for the video. But the show must go on either way. I'm extremely happy with how the build turned out, but I say we take it for a test drive and see how it performs. Cyberpunk 2077 is like the ultimate benchmark for all high-end systems. So I say we load up Phantom Liberty and see how our system handles 4K resolution, maxed out settings, no upscaling. Actually, that's not bad. The last 5090 system we tested out, we were getting a little under 100 frames per second. That was also using a 5090, and I believe the same processor. So what's changed? The only component that's different is the GPU, when you really think about it. So that means that this card is faster than the standard Astral. I hope it's faster because, I mean, this is a $9,000 card. Oh my God, it's pulling almost 600 watts. Oh, yeah, there it is, 600.3. Wow, that is a power-hungry GPU. And we're not even using the BTF connector in the back, which means we can pull more power and theoretically increase the boost clock as well. But unfortunately, the motherboard doesn't support BTF, which makes no sense. Temps-wise, we're not doing too bad. 68C on the GPU and 67C on the CPU. I mean, considering this is an open air test bed, the temps are a little toasty, if I'm being honest, but hardly any fan noise. There is a little bit of coil whine from the Astral, but aside from that, I mean, it's fairly quiet. But yeah, super ecstatic with how the build came out. Once the replacement comes in, I'm gonna swap it and mess around with it more on this weekend. But let me know what you guys think. Is this something you would rock on your desk? Let me know in the comment section. I'll drop a link to everything I use down below, although nobody will click on it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more PC builds coming your way very soon, and I'll see you on the next one.